Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Pashvika, the channel where we talk a lot about the female stuff, self-improvement, menstrual cycle, a lot more. In today's video, we're gonna be talking about how to let it go for reals. Now, this is one of the biggest asset of the feminine energy, you can say. Like being in the feminine energy, you are in kind of like a receptive mode, a receiving mode. You're not that forcing or in the masculine power of actually going after the target and achieving it. So you really need to let it go and be in that receptive and receiving power. So this is one of the characteristic, you can call it one of the characteristic of being a female. Like you are more in receiving stage and all that stuff and all that kind of like a feminine energy. But I'm gonna share some tips with you guys to be really honest with you, like how to let it go for reals when you feel like you don't want to. And I'm not talking about any specific situation, but you could very well relate to a lot many different situations in your life when we actually have done our part and the things are not going the way we expected them and we have done everything possible we could do. Now what else? So at that time, you have to actually let it go and trust in the universe and being in your feminine energy. I mean, before go back, consider clicking like button, guys. I do really appreciate that. If you want more such video, consider subscribing. Whenever I'm gonna upload new videos, you're gonna get notified about it. You can visit our website www.simplewaves.com. The link is in the description box below for more information and blog articles. You can very well grab the self-care planner for all females that will going to help you. It's kind of like an entire workbook bundle that will going to help you to actual self-care as you being a female. It contains everything based on my experience and knowledge so far. It's a PDF download. You can download. The link is in the description box below. How to let go and then connect with your own feminine energy. The thing that I really struggle with, because I am more person who is kind of like in a female and feminine energy, female and masculine energy both, but when it comes to actually taking an action and going after something and not giving up, I'm that kind of person. I'm a person who naturally doesn't give up, whether it's in a relationship or in a business or something which I really believe in. So for me, letting go oftentimes comes and it gets harder for me to actually really let go. So what I do in those situations, the first tip I have for you is to understand that letting go is not always easy. Is you that you need to evaluate your situation, then only ask yourself, do you need to let it go or do you need to take an action? So you need to really evaluate your unique situation. Is that the situation that you really want to let it go, or you really need to wait a little bit and take more action and do according to it? So you just have to see what's going on and test the situation, test the waters, and then take an action according to it. So evaluating your situation is really important, because there is no one fit size box or answers to the question let it go, just move on or something like that. No, it depends from person to person, from situation to situation. So please evaluate your situation well and then decide, do you really want to let it go or do you want to take an action? With that being said, the second tip I have for you, let the feelings come and go. This is very hard. Now, personally, from my own experience, this is one of the hardest things that I've ever did in my life. When I was dealing with my breakup back in the 2016 with my ex, it was very hard for me to actually let it go, because that was the relationship was really turning into a toxic one and wasn't really healthy, and it was very hard for me to actually break up and let it go, because we were kind of like in a breaking stage, but we haven't officially done that, and I was in a kind of like a toxic relationship for long. And for me, it was like I'm a person who don't give up, so I was trying to correct the situation, to work out the things, but things didn't work out. So at the time, letting go was really hard. So what I did, I just pulled back and I just pull back and let the feelings come and go, because when we are trying to hold on to the feelings and not actually feel them, or not actually go into their shoes, then it really gets hard. You need to actually feel the emotions. I mean, it may feel like weird or cocky. You're gonna ask me, hey, I'm feeling the emotions, how I'm gonna feel it more? You need to actually feel through it. You need to feel it, what else it's telling you, or what else it's conveying you the message, or something like that, instead of actually ignoring it or not trying to actually feeling into it. So just feel it and then relax. See the situation from all the angles, then the things become more clear. So take your time, don't rush, because this is very hard from my own personal experience. Just take your time, just sit back on your chair, on your couch, on your bed, be in a comfortable situation and feel those emotions. And you could put a timer over there. If you feel like you're going to be there for decades, you could set a timer. Okay, I'm setting 5 minutes for actually feeling the emotions, 5 minutes, okay, and after that the timer will going to run and I have to stop feeling into it. So you could set the timer if you feel like you're gonna get caught into that and you wouldn't be able to come out of it. But feeling is really important, because without that it won't be that easy to live. The tip I have for you is to actually practice the affirmations or positive sentences. This is really important, because oftentimes when we are caught up in the feelings or emotions, letting go gets really hard. So what you could do, just write an affirmation that the thing that you really want to let it go. Maybe you are letting go for a relationship or a terrible situation or a business or whatever the situation is, okay, it doesn't really matter. You have to practice the affirmation. You can write it down multiple different times on a piece of paper if you feel like, or you can speak to loudly yourself in the mirror, or you can practice in the morning, at the night, but just do it, because that will really going to help you give yourself a particular direction to let it go this from the situation. I did practically, I used to did like 21 days affirmation, because in 21 days you get the things and you develop a habit according to the scientific data. Of course the things may not be that simple, sometimes it takes more than 21 days, but I practice like ideally 21 days and see where I am in 21 days. If I'm actually progressing a little bit, then I'm gonna do more of it. But you have to just tell yourself and just practice this affirmation many times in a day, as much as you can, to let it go. With that being said, while practicing the affirmation, you also need to have faith, which is the fourth tip. Have faith, have belief that the things will going to work out. The things will going to get the answers which you are looking forward to one. It will going to work at the end. The things will going to have a foreseeable ending which you are looking forward to one. You are letting go because you have done your part and now you can't do any further. Instead of actually chasing after that thing, you could let it go, relax and understand and have a faith that the things will going to work out. It will going to work out. Eventually, you're gonna be having that thing which you're really looking forward to one. So when you're practicing affirmation, try to repeat this sentence as well. I have faith in myself. I have faith in my situation. I have faith in this relationship, or I have faith in this person, in this love, whatever the case is. I have faith that things will going to work out, and repeat this as much as you can, because this will going to make things simple and easy for you, and it will going to help you get the direction which you needed, and also helping you letting go and relaxing and sitting back and feeling normal. The another tip I have for you is to talk with the people who actually listens to you. Maybe your friends, maybe your family members, anyone with whom you can share your trouble, your situation. That would make sense. Just talk to them, explain what's happening with you, and just be in that zone where you're actually talking with someone. Because here, if you are being caught up in the situation, the isolation is the last thing that you want to go into, right? So you need to talk to the people with whom you can share your stuff, your trouble, your situation, so that you can get the necessary support and help if you can. If not, even if you are saying it loud to someone else, you're gonna feel better about it. The last tip I have for you is that letting go comes oftentimes in our situations, so it's a practice. So you need to practice it. It's kind of like a muscle. You need to build a muscle of letting go every time when you really want to let it go, or when you really have to let it go. You have to practice it. You have to build that muscle, because that's what it takes from you, and that's what it is. Because nothing comes over. Everything takes a huge amount of practice and effort from your side. You very well know that when you were as a kid and you were learning math or probability or anything in your school, you were practicing it very much. That's why you are able to learn it. Even in fact, when you were learning the normal alphabets, you were practicing it a lot. That's why now you know all the alphabets in English or whatever language you had in the school days. So it takes practice. Do your part well, give your best with whatever you're doing, and then sit back and relax and let it go. Do as much as you can and build that faith, to have a faith in the unseen, in the unknown, because that faith will going to be help you in letting go and get the results which you are looking forward to one. Hopefully these tips will going to help you let it go for reals as being a female, as being in the feminine energy, because that's also one part of the feminine energy. Let me know what you think. I'll gonna see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye guys.